All right, let's get to the obvious one. I know a lot of people are waiting for this, but your daughter's getting older, starting to show interest in the opposite sex. Your daughter's 3. She's not showing interest yet. She probably thinks boys are icky still. And
I sure hope so.
yeah, I think so. But what, as a father now, let's talk about what men bring to the family that daughters might need or be able to take advantage of. What do you want mine are 17 and 20, so they're both fully well aware of the opposite sex, and it comes sooner in their lives than you hope it will. What do you want your daughter to know about boys?
Well, let me answer that first.
Go, Alex.
Because what I want to start with what I want my daughters to know about me.
Okay.
That's where I want to start. And what I make sure they know is that I was in law enforcement for many years. and I have settled certain things in my mind about what I will do and not do. And I just kind of gently let them know that I still have it.
Yeah.
I can still bring it, so
I will kill the boy.
I will kill him.
Yeah.
I have this shirt that says my wife got it to me. It's you know how you have MAD and Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Well, they found a shirt that says Dad, and it is Dads Against Daughters Dating.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I wear that everywhere. I walked into a pizza joint one day here in Colorado. There were 2 girls. They were scantily dressed and they were getting pizza, young girls, and the one looks over and she reads my shirt and does a double take, hits the other one and is pointing at the shirt, and I'm like, oh yeah,
That's
absolutely. But yeah, that's and I think we all fear this because we're men.
Yeah, I know, and that's the hard thing, Alex, is my daughters say, why do you hate all these young men so much? What do you know about them? Never mind what I know about them. Like, how do you know about that, Dad? Never mind how I know about it.
Well, the thing is, I
was 16 once too.
That's right.
One of the things I think is that, well, it's maybe not always true, but I think sometimes, of course, young ladies when they're dating, as much as they know, we can talk about the facts and we can talk about, directions that young men might want to go in dating. They want
that's the most polite I've ever heard.
It was quite polite.
Yeah, they really, they aren't naive, but they want to be like, okay, no, Dad, this guy is, he's different. He's not like that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, sure.
Well, they're looking for someone that's going to love them, that's going to be strong for them, that's going to be there for them. And I'm not saying that there aren't guys out there that want to be all that, but most guys are wired the same, and
they're not thinking.
They're not thinking. Well,
exactly.
they want one thing. They may be nice guys, but ultimately their hormones are driving them into one thing, and that's the one thing we want to keep our daughters from.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I read something the other day about obviously and I don't know all the medical terms, but in our brain we've got our conscious thought and our subconscious thoughts, right? And so actually when I was putting my notes down on this show and looking at this, I said, okay, so boys have a propensity to knowingly or unknowingly focus on physical connection early. And so this subconscious part of our brain is even working, like even if our conscious brain as a young man says, okay, we're gonna avoid this, our unconscious brain is working on things.
Yeah, there's a lot of unconscious brain with the young man.
Yes, exactly.
I tell you what, we're dancing around this a little bit, but I've told my daughters this, and I may be exaggerating a bit. Every teenage boy is a predator, and they are predators until they are 24 with a job. And,
that's right.
And it's like, Dad, how do you know that? And here's the other thing that I've tried to impress on the girls, though, is that girls have this idealized, it's going to be wonderful, I'm going to have a boyfriend, we're going to have a relationship, and that's what he's going to want too. No, that is not what he's going to want. And girls are far more likely, and now we know chemically why, or at least part of the reason why. In an intimate relationship, girls emit like 5, 6, whatever it is, times the oxytocin that a man does. That's why men are dogs. They will use a woman and move on, and they're not emotionally bonded. The girl is going to get far more emotionally bonded far more quickly and get hurt. Yeah. And so, and the other one is like, if he's not a man now my daughter's 20 and stuff, and then talks to guys who are 22, 23. If he's not a man now, he never will be. That's the other piece of
That's right.
advice that I've
That's
given
a good
them.
advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to steal that.